Hey everyone, welcome back to the studio. My name is Leah if you don't know me, and I'm a full-time collage artist. We had a very fun week last week in New Orleans, but now I'm back and I'm on week 4 of The Artist's Way. And for this week, the main activity is media deprivation. This book is written in the 90s, so it honestly says a lot about no reading. And I've been trying to define what no reading really means, because in a day and age with technology and social media, I am sure for sure that if this book was written today, it would be a social media deprivation versus reading. That said, I would like to honor the no reading, and so I've been trying to not do any reading and keep very present. After many rabbit holes on Reddit and looking at what other people were doing, I decided to take this as the whole concept for this week was to export more than you import. Meaning, I need to create as much art as possible. Having to stay away from reading, social media, and TV all in one week is very difficult because usually I would fill my time with reading if I was doing a social media cleanse. So this is going to be quite interesting. I wonder if I'm going to get bored. If you feel like your brain's like a little bit scrambled right now and you're trying to find a good time for a media deprivation, maybe this is your inspiration to try so. So we're on day 1 right now, and I'm going to be checking in to see how I'm feeling throughout the week. So let's jump into it. So my strategy for success was to set up a table full of collage material so that I would always have something to do if I was bored. I've had this pile in the corner on my desk since February. It's been moving around, but it's all the same papers, and so I decided to start here, and I hope that these papers would find their way into their forever home of a collage. On top of that, I got some great new materials from Collage Fest. So now I've got a messy desk, and I'm feeling optimistic to see what I make this week. As always, I start with piles of potential and then make my way into the actual pieces. I'm hoping that the desk covered in papers and a piles of potential will lead me to success in this experience. At Collage Fest, we were allowed to make collages, obviously, so I made these like lettuce woman. I'm really curious to try to finish it. This one, I just honestly was really struggling with backgrounds, so I kind of collaged a background and did this knowledge. You fool, all of you fools. So it's like her having an actual brain versus the vegetables, I think is kind of funny. So I want to find something for them, and I know that it's not in here. Okay, so let's talk about our big mess here. This one's really simple, and I might just do it right now just to get it over with. I really like this kind of background, and I want to cut it here. And then I have this girl brushing her hair that kind of works perfectly onto this, and I wonder, just cutting it there, it looks very abstract. I think it'll look cool. So why don't we try that? I'm just trying to figure out if this goes like down here, up here. Do we flip it? I feel like this has a lot of possibilities. I mean, this is kind of interesting because it looks like suggestive, I guess. There's a tiny little rip here, so I was trying to hide that. I am trying to get the bottle to not show, and I kind of like the idea of the hair just like flowing infinitely. I feel like maybe somewhere like there with the bottle cut like this. It's kind of it's just like a weird composition, but I like it. So I would like to start by saying a media-free day on a workday versus a weekend is extremely different. During a workday, at least you have work, things to do, but on the weekend, I found it extremely difficult since we were trying to have a more relaxing weekend. I started my day by writing for an hour and a half, moved into some collaging, and then I was kind of like, what else am I gonna do? It's only 10 o'clock in the morning. I decided to try out my paint by numbers machine. And honestly, this thing came at the right time. Regularly, I'm not like someone to sit and paint for hours and hours. I'm more of like an hour of painting. But this gave me a challenge to do something for hours. Not only did I find it very therapeutic, it was really fun to paint pictures that I had taken myself. Honestly, that's where the majority of my time went. I didn't really feel up to collaging as much, to be honest. And at one point, I just felt my brain like shutting down, and I realized that I usually rely a lot on probably blue light stimulation to stay awake during the day. And now that I don't have it, I want to nap like all the time. Originally, this is why I cut out caffeine in my diet, but now I'm feeling the effects of not having like that blue light screen flashing in my eyes when I'm getting a little bit tired. And so I ended up napping almost every single day, just to waste time, to be honest. So last night was my first sleep after a full day of no social media, no reading, etc. I woke up like completely awake at 3 a.m. ready to go, and I think it's because my brain was confused as to what time it was, maybe because I hadn't had blue light in my eyes, which is scary. When reading through this book, it talks a lot about breaking bad habits and such, and it's been very interesting to see that I really don't have that many bad habits, but one of them does feel, now that I'm doing the media deprivation, that maybe my phone affects who I am more than I ever could have imagined. Even though I'm not using it, I'm walking around like it's some sort of like soother for me. And yeah, that feels just kind of weird, I guess, and it's making me think twice about how much I'm on my phone. After realizing that paint by numbers could take up so much time, I realized that maybe I needed to make a very large collage that I could work on for the entire week. So I headed for the storage closet and found this piece that I had half finished. This was something that I was scared to try but very excited to do. I have loved painting in this abstract style for a very long time, as you can see on my wall, but I also love collaging, so if there was a way to combine the two, I would be ecstatic. This piece has been sitting and waiting for its opportunity to shine, so I'm really excited to give it a try and see what happens. Okay, I need a costume change quick. I was too hot. For paint, I like to use sponge or like one of those spongy things that you roll on, like a roller. But I don't have one right now, so I'm gonna try to use this sponge, and I have my gesso. I haven't used this in a long time, but it sounds like it's okay. So I'm just gonna apply it and just kind of lead with intuition and see where it leads me. I think it might need like a coat or two, just because the yellow, I think I did a coat or two as well. But I think I already like the shape a little bit better for what we're gonna have to cover versus not. And I did think about covering all of the wood, but I do really like the wood grain. Like, I think it's a beautiful piece of wood, so I kind of want to leave it to show through. I then sifted through a bunch of material to see what would work and what wouldn't on this piece. I started with my scrap bin and looked at old maps and such to see how much I wanted to cover the background and if larger pieces were necessary or if I would go in with smaller pieces. So as I start this, I think I'm going to start with big pieces and then go in with smaller pieces. While I'm going through this creative process, I thought it'd be good to interject some of the thoughts that I was having in my morning pages during this week. Here's a couple excerpts of how I was feeling. I'm trying to process no phone and reading as more of a limit your noise, limit your input versus output, produce more than you consume. I'm still waiting to hear my real voice and get some clarity from this. I'm not sure what it will sound like. Maybe I won't have a constant string of songs in my head. By reading more and doing more of these exercises, I've got to say how proud I am of me. I'm really happy that I've been chasing my dreams. I can imagine people forgetting what their dreams are, blinking and being 50, and being very scared of the state of their life. This is one from midweek. Am I supposed to be having my own thoughts by now? Because I haven't. This week was one of the least productive weeks I've ever had. I think I rely on blue light and short videos to pump my energy up. It's like in my gas tank. I feel so tired. The art I'm making provokes nothing. It doesn't say anything. Maybe this process just hasn't worked for me yet. I wonder in what day I'll feel it. And not to mention, my brain feels empty. It's like I have nothing to think or say. It's making me question if I have any of my own thoughts, or if all of them come from things that I've read and then use that as a springboard to understand the world around me. Okay, so where I'm at now is like, how do I breach into this? Do we need to go big? I feel like that covering it is kind of doing it a disservice. Or do we just do like these kind of little ones integrated? And then I feel like I might have to bring like this paint back, which I don't even know if I have this skill anymore because I did it in 2021 probably. but we could try. I feel like something smaller like this kind of works better. This really up close looks great. I feel like it looks like a piece and it's balanced, and I'm trying to bring in similar colors. So we have these blues and reds that I'm kind of focusing on with this piece. But I think where it's obviously lacking, and I'm still building it up, so I feel okay about that it's still lacking, but I would love it to feel very like cohesive and have like kind of a theme to it. So yeah, I guess we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna just keep going though and see where I end up. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna leave us off today. I feel really good about where it is. I feel like there is definitely paint in this side and they're competing, but I think what I'm picturing it as is maybe this is like the underpainting of a bigger piece on top of it. So maybe this is like the background. Maybe I bring some white forward over top of it and then have like a big head on top of it or something like that is kind of where like my head's at. And I think that that's going to be like a great place to start with this new series of large ones. I really hope that this one is able to become part of that. I am going to say though, this is very early stages of this piece, so I think that we need to stick with it through its ugly phase. But I can picture like a head kind of here covering most of this, or like a body kind of going sideways and through is kind of what I'm picturing right now. I don't know. I guess we'll see how it continues. So after months in the works, this project is finally live and I get to talk to you guys about it. Gregory's Coffee is a coffee place available only in the States. I think there's about 45 locations now in bigger cities. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of it, but they were looking for a collage artist to make an artwork with their new summer drink, the Greek frappe. Doesn't this look appetizing? And so they hired me to turn this into an artwork. This work was made digitally because I needed to use commercially sourced images, but I wanted to give them the option to show their customers that this piece could be made by hand, just to show off my process a little bit more. And so it was a great little activity putting this together for them. Unfortunately, they don't have a location here in Dallas, but if you're in one of the cities that they're in, I think there's a ton in New York, in Seattle, the big coffee hubs, you know, you'll see this piece in their store, which is pretty cool. I definitely want to do more projects like this. It was so much fun and very rewarding, actually. Not to mention, I'm so happy with how this piece turned out. For this week of The Artist Way, you're supposed to do a full day trip, so I decided to take myself to the Kimball Art Museum in Fort Worth. This collection did not disappoint. They had one of everything, one of the big boys, and some very interesting pieces like this one that I absolutely loved. It was a way of doing my input without it being on a screen, and this is just something that I really benefited from. I went on the last day of my media deprivation, and it was kind of when I was concluding what I thought all along during the week was coming true. On the last day I wrote, "My brain is simply too quiet without reading. When I read, I'm an analyzing machine. I must make sense of the world and what I input into it, and I must comment on it through art, which made me feel lost at times. I use media to be distracted, sure, but it helps me to understand what I want out of life better. Without media, I felt a lack of understanding of the world, like I was once again a primal Neanderthal. No direction, a need for sloth, no urge to do anything. I never could have imagined these effects on myself, which is why I am so excited for the next chapter to see how this is supposed to feel." Reading it back to myself is when I had my epiphany moment. In collage, we never start with a blank page, and my mind was feeling like a blank page because there was nothing in it. Collage is all about taking images that show the social constructs of the world and to make sense of it through organizing them and editing them together to make sense. And so by doing so, I found the answer myself. My mind is now a collage making machine. It needs reading in order to make art.
Fang has something to say.
From the both of us, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this process and are enjoying this journey of the artist way. I certainly am. I'm very impressed with my ability to really expand my practice in this time, even by week 4. I can't believe that there's still 8 more weeks of it, so I can't even imagine where my art's gonna go in the next 8 weeks. If you're interested in following along in my art practice, I would love if you subscribe to my channel. You can check out more of my art at flanzella.com. And if you have any questions, I'd love to hear from you below. I'll see you guys next week for week 5 of The Artist Way. Have a good week. Bye, guys.